Our recording. Thanks for coming to Barre today. Our theme today is gliding through life. So we're really going to make a lot of use of our gliders or paper plates. So hopefully you have paper plates, gliders, socks that will roll along the floor, or towels, or just anything that will let you do some gliding. We're going to start our warm-up actually with our gliders. Both feet on the gliders. We're going to do side to side lateral lunges. So gliding through this side, draw it back in, glide to the other side, bend that knee, draw it back in. I'll try to stay in the frame mostly here. Lots of weight when you're gliding back in. Feel those inner thighs working, pushing the glutes behind you. When you get to the back, or when you get out to the side here, you want your knees staying behind your toes. Push behind. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring it in. Put those gliders to the side. Let's do a little jump if you're feeling up to it today with our front side front changement jump. So third position, heel of one foot inside the arch of the other, arms out for balance, lift up tall, lifting the head up to the sky, level the chin, drop that back of the head over the back of the spine, tendu, just brush the floor with your foot, front, side, front, plie, either step or jump to the other position, front, side, front, changement, front, side, front, changement. Starting and ending in that plie in the jump, letting the knees flex to reduce the strain of that jump on your joints. Changement, front, side, front, changement, front, side, front, changement, front, side, front, jump. Nice. Jump. 4 more. And jump. 3 more. Front, side, front. 2 more. Front, side, front. 1 more. Front, side, front, and jump. Nice job. Let's come into our second position to finish our warm-up. Feet super wide, toes turned out. Make sure that turnout is going all the way up through the knee to the hip, all the way up through the knee to the hip. Arms out, pressing down into the second position. Engaging the core. We want to be lifting nice and tall. We're not back here. We're lifted. Glutes are in line. We're not tucking the glutes. In ballet, you might have a ballet mistress who tells you to tuck the glutes, but not for barre. Lift one foot, heel, and then the other. Lift, 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 lift. Nice job. Working on keeping those knees open. We already warmed up those inner thighs with those side to side gliding lateral lunges. So these should feel like they're ready to work, keeping those legs open, keeping the knees open, core engaged to keep the head and shoulders up to the sky. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift those heels. Hold it here. You can bring arms up to fifth. Coming down a little deeper into that plie for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, hold up, set those down, lock it in, shake it out, pick up your weights. Let's go into our arm series here. Starting with a side raise, we are going to roll the shoulders back, feet in parallel, lift up tall through the spine, lifting the legs off the hips, the rib cage up the waist. We're going to bring those arms up to a side and we're going to do pulses. Let me please get one hand in line. We're going to go pulse down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse front. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Front. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. Down. 5, 6, 7, 8, and back. 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. 5, 6, 7, 8, and front. 5, 6, 7, 8. Last set. 5, 6, 7, 8, and back. 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. 5, 6, 7, 8, and front. 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. Nice. Getting your mat. We're going to do our triceps on the floor with our gliders. So coming down here, hit the mat, roll it up a little to give your elbows a little bit more cushion. I don't know about you, I have really sharp elbows. I get uncomfortable. So coming down here, we're gonna rest our, your hips should be on the mat or just above it, not collapsing so that the belly is touching the mat, just the hips. So engage the core. We're gonna start one arm, press it out. Lots of weight on this glider. Elbows are staying parallel, right in line with the body, not flaring them out. Push and in. If there's lots of weight on this glider, you should start to feel that engagement of the tricep behind in the back of the upper arm. Really got to put your weight into it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's try together. Out and in. Set them down. Out and in. Again, holding onto that core, protecting the spine, not collapsing the lower back. Elbows parallel and in line with the body, not letting them flare out. Lots of weight on these gliders. I hope you're feeling it. I am definitely feeling it. This is one of these that looks like a little exercise, but inside a lot more is happening than is evident from the outside. 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay here. You can put the plates to the side, lift up, down, modified tricep push-up. Elbows in, up, down, up. Nice. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Coming back up. Whew, that was good intensity on those triceps. We're going to do a front raise, the same as we did our side raise. So weights in your hands, feet under hips, lifting up tall. Roll the shoulder blades back. Keep the shoulders back and down. Lift those arms to the front, down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, out 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, up 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, in 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, down, 4, 3, 2, 1, out, 4, 3, 2, 1, up, 4, 3, 2, 1, in, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Really holding on to that core. 4, 3, 2, 1, out. Shoulders down. 2, 1, up. 4, 3, 2, 1, in. 4, 3, 2, 1, last set. 4, 3, 2, 1, out. 4, 3, 2, 1, up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and in. 4, 3, 2, 1, release. That was a little bit for our chest, a lot for our shoulders. Let's bring a lot more into the chest. Coming back down, we're going to do modified push-ups with our planks. With our gliders. So let's come on our knees. You can do these, of course, on your toes if you would like, but that's going to be a little intense. So we're going to start with these gliders right underneath our hands. As we come down into our push-up, we glide slightly out and then bring them back in. So just a little movement here. You don't want to bring your hands too wide and put too much pressure on your shoulders. Maintaining that nice posture, shoulders down to knees, not collapsing the lower back, not popping up the booty. Nice. 4, 3, glide in, 2, glide in, last one, glide in. Nice. Roll your wrists. Coming back up. Let's work our back in our fly position, skier position, feet under hips. Roll those shoulders back, strong core, hinging at the hips. No booty out, no booty in. Just a nice straight neutral spine. Roll the shoulder blades back, holding onto that core. Lift those arms up in a reverse fly. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Lift and squeeze, lift. 4, 3, 2, keep them up. Here we pulse, 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 and we pulse, 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 squeezing those shoulder blades for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, set them down. Last core move before we come to the bar. Last arm move before we come to the bar. Lifting up, roll those shoulders back, glue the elbows to the waist, and we're going to do bicep ovals with those weights facing down. If this is feeling like a lot right now, face the weights up. That will make it a little easier. But nice, smooth ovals, keeping those elbows locked in place next to the body so that the work is all happening in the bicep. Circle. 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Circle other direction, out and in. Out, out, out again. Weights facing down if you can, facing up if you need a little break. Keeping those shoulders lifted tall, shoulder blades down the back, core engaged. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Put those weights to the side. Put your mat to the side. I'm going to come to our barre portion. So you can get your chair ready or go by your wall or banister. We're going to start in center floor with a glider. So we're going to do a one-legged squat. So there will be minimal weight when we come into our squat on this foot that's on the glider. We're going to start in parallel, lifting up. You can have your hands on your hips or by your chest or whatever's comfortable for this. We're going to start with a tendu. Point that foot toe out, come in to a single leg squat. Tendu. So in the single leg squat, you're pushing your booty back, this foot, minimal weight, almost just enough toe to balance you here. Squat, tendu, single leg squat, tendu, single leg squat. So whatever is comfortable here with your arms, you can, of course, use your chair. You can be holding onto your chair for a little bit of support or holding onto it on the side for a little bit of support. Whatever you need to be able to get that glute really far behind you, lots of weight just in this working leg. Squat, tendu, squat, tendu, 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here, squat, squat, squat. Again, just the barest toe on this glider. If you can lift up that foot and do a true single-legged squat for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Switch to the other side. Nice way to burn out that glute at the very end. So reset yourself, tendu front, squat, front and squat, front, push back, front, push back. Feeling this knee, staying nice and back behind those toes, strong, no lateral movement of the knee. Make sure you're engaging the little muscles, the little stabilizer muscles all along the knee to keep it steady. Squat, tendu, squat, tendu, 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Tiny little toe here. If you can, lift the foot all the way off the ground for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Nice. Coming to our chair, we're going to do an optional jump here. We are going to start facing the chair, feet together, squeeze those legs together, coming up into releve, pushing back into a chair squat, turn to the front, chair squat, face the chair, squat, to the back, and squat. If you'd like, instead of just stepping, you can jump. Back, face the chair, push back, face the back, push back, face the chair. Again, we're really pushing those glutes behind us. Nice support with the bent knee to start and end that jump. And turning it back into a step. If the jump is not working for you, push back, back, bar, front, and bar, back, bar, front, and bar. Last set to the back, bar, front, bar. Set those heels down. Nice job. Shake it out. This next one you can do with the chair or without it. We're going to do a front to back lunge with the glider. So if you're using the chair, you'll have your hand on it to the side. I frankly just don't have room for that. So no support for me. We're going to have one glider under your foot, other foot planted, lunge to the front. And I think I'm in the wrong position. There we go. Lunge to the back. Got to go diagonal. Lunge to the front. Lunge to the back. Lunge through. Lunge through. On these lunges, really trying to keep the head and shoulders coming straight up from the hips. The back knee is straight. The front knee is bent. So whichever foot is in front, going to change with your directions. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Switch feet. Other side. Glide to the front. Glide to the back. Glide to the front. Glide to the back. This is a nice balance challenge because there's so much movement and such a big difference in your balance from front to back and back, front and back. You should definitely be feeling this, working your inner thighs as well as your glutes. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that glider to the side. Coming back to our bar, we're going to do a marching Pase Releve. So Pase is just bringing that toe to the knee. We are going to start in first position. Open that knee, open all the way up to the hip. Lifting up, plie, coming up onto releve as you come into Pase, plie, plie, releve, plie, plie, releve, plie, plie, releve, plie. Up, down, flat, down, up, down, and flat, down, up, down, and flat, down, up, down, and flat. Trying to have an explosive movement coming up into that releve. Often in bar, we say releve when we mean eleve. Eleve is gently lifting onto your toes, while releve is coming up quickly and pulling that toe underneath you. You don't need to do that, but a releve is an explosive movement. Releve, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve. 2 more. Last one. And done. Nice, good one. Okay, let's come into a slow arabesque front to back, a slow cloche. So we're gonna be in first position, one hand on the bar, other arm out for support. Brush that leg to the front, slowly brush it through to the back. So a cloche is a fast movement that's imitating the clapper of a bell. Let's start out really slow. We will speed it up. Front and back, front and back. Meanwhile, focus on this core. Focus on staying straight up from those hips, not bending forward when you kick to the back or bowing toward that leg when you kick to the front. 4, 3, 2, 1. Speed it up. Front, back, front, back. Maintaining that same upper body control, that same core engagement for 8, 7, 6, still brushing through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice. Feel how different it is to be able to use momentum versus just using muscle. Other side, arm out, open up into your full first position, front and back, front and back. Little pause at the top to make sure we're getting our maximum muscle engagement. And back, front and back, front and back, front and back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Speed it up. Swing, swing, swing that leg. Keeping the turnout, keeping the core engagement. Swing, swing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, let's finish our core work in center floor one more time. 1 glider. We're going to do some curtsy lunges. Glider under that foot. Go with the curtsy lunges. Keep those hips square to the front of the room, not letting them open as we move our leg through the curtsy. So bring it to the back, lift it up, bring it to the back, out to the side. Squatting behind, nice. Sitting back on that front leg, keeping the knee well behind the toes. Crossing that back leg without opening the hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep it down here. We pulse, 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 straight up and down, not bending forward. Pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side. Out and up. out, and back. Keeping those hips square to the front, feeling a nice crossover of those thighs. Thighs squeeze together as we come down into this curtsy. I think I'm doing the port de bras opposite. Sorry about that. We could try this. No, same thing. Apparently I can't do it the other way. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw it in. Whoa. Keep those gliders close by. We are going to still do a little work on gliders as we come down to the mat for our core series. We are going to start with a plank rotation. Get yourself set up. Take a little break. I'm getting over a cold, so I'm really dry. You can be on knees or toes for this. Either way, hands under the shoulders. If it's knees, step them back. Nice straight line. Shoulders to hips. If it's toes, same thing, straight line, shoulders to heels. We're going to take that left leg, bring it underneath us, coming to a tripod side plank, roll back to the plank. Right foot, tripod side plank, coming through. And if you're on your knees, you're gonna roll to have one leg extended. Open to your tripod. Roll through. Nice, strong, engaged core. Not trying to roll too quickly. I don't want to put pressure on your shoulders, your rotator cuffs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, other side. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back onto your knees, roll your wrists. Nice. Okay, getting your glider. Roll up your mat into at least thirds. They're gonna need space on either side. We're gonna do one side and then the other. So kneeling on the mat, you've got a glider under one foot. Foot is facing to the front of the room. So we're not in our turnout. Out and in. Just a little movement here. Lots of weight on that glider. You should be feeling the work in this inner thigh. It's also work in the core to lift your body back up. And in. Out. And in. Out. And in. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, 1, stay out here, pulse, 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 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw it in. Switch to the other side, glider under the other foot, toes facing the front of the room, leg not and turn out, leg straight to the side, out and in. Nice. Just a little movement here. We don't want to lose control. We want to keep the work concentrated in those inner thighs and in the core. Out and in, out and in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay out here and we pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Roll the mat out all the way. Coming into a crunch variation. Grabbing your gliders. We're going to do a crunch clap. You can do this without the gliders, of course, but honestly, the gliders make it a little easier because they extend your hands. So we've got arms behind, lift up, knees, lift up, upper body, reach back. So up, clap, slow, set it down. Up, clap, slow, set it down. Starting this work by pushing the belly button down. All the work starts in the belly button. That will lift up the head and shoulders. It will lift up the feet. Clap. Reach back. Clap. Nice and slow on the way down. We want to have as much work on the negative as we do on the lift. Clap. Big exhale to lift. And then a slow inhale to extend. Four more. 3. And 2. Last one. All right, get ready. Lift those feet up. Reach those arms. Clap, open, clap, open. Head and shoulders stay up. That big open should put a lot of pressure on your abs. You should feel it. Clap, clap, reaching up a little. Clap for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gliders to the side, hug the knees, rock side to side. Hopefully that felt as intense for you as it did for me. Coming over onto our side for some clamshells. That's probably the last thing we'll have time for. So propping your head up in your hands, heels in line with the glutes, hips straight up and down. Check your knees, they should be parallel. If this top hip is open, they're not going to be parallel. So really make sure they're staying together. Feet together, lift, lift. pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep it open, hips parallel, almost think about pushing that top hip forward. It should be super, super hard right here for 8, 7, let's just finish by lifting that whole leg up. We can see how different it feels not to have those feet connected. So lift and down, lift. A lot more in the oblique. It's a lot more in the gluteus medius, the side of the hip. The glutes, not rolling to the back, knees together, lift. Pushed forward, pulse, pulse, pulse. The whole leg, lift, lift. It's still aligned, lift. Frog stretch. Hands and knees, open those toes to the sides. It's a kind of a modification of child's pose. Knees open wide, knees almost to the sides of your mat, hands forward, fingers spread, pushing back, bringing your forehead to the mat. Use your extended hands to push back into that hip and inner thigh stretch. And that works for you. Thing is to keep those feet open. So you want the heels in line with the knees, not coming more toward the center. And in, walk the knees in, coming. That step, those feet out wide, toes coming, pointing toward the center, heels aligned. Walk your hands over to your right foot, holding onto that right leg, bend the right knee, big stretch. Put it inside the right foot and take a rotating twist, reaching the right to the air, looking up at that right arm. Other side, this time bending the right knee. Right hand inside the left air. walk your feet together, staying down here in a forward fold. You can co-hold if you'd like. Whatever you're doing with your hands, it can be on your shin. Forward. The body. At a time, head last. Sure to give you head rush. Stepping out into your wide second position. Inhale, arms up. Inhale. Up on that plie. I am jealous. Thank you so much for joining today.